My dude Molly Mo in the building. Mo, what's up, my G?
Man, just working like you, staying busy, moving,
Trying, man.
writing, producing, featuring,
Doing love and hip hop.
Now, you know what? I only did like 3 episodes of this season of Love and Hip Hop, and I'm glad that's all I did because if I would did any more, it was a decision I had to make. Like, damn, should I do more or not? But the drama on there is like so much.
I gotta, I never watch Love and Hip Hop. It's just not for me. My girl watches it.
Yeah.
But the only reason I watched it, I watched the first episode you were ever on, and I was like, all right, cool, I got to see my dog on TV.
It's funny because there's different types of genres in the reality TV. You got the Kardashians,
right?
Love and Hip Hop, which to me is a little more ratchet.
Of course.
You're not gonna have a lot of white people walking up to you taking pictures from Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
As opposed if you're on the E channel, it's different. So, but I did it because I wanted to bridge my name. With my face, because a lot of people knew me from the motto and different stuff, and I just wanted to bridge that lane. But it wasn't. I was never a cast member on Love and Hip Hop. I never had a contract. I was just featured.
You just popped up on it.
Yeah. So this year, now I got my own show coming out. It's like a type of
So you're gonna do your own show?
Yeah, my own show.
You've been needing a reality show, by the way, with all the damn.
It's like a love. I mean, they take advantage of the situation. I
Yeah.
got a relationship, and it was like drama and TMZ and all this and that. And Love and Hip Hop hypes that up like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they definitely hype it up. You mentioned the TMZ thing. I saw was it earlier this month or last month? There was all kinds of TMZ drama with you and your ex, Miss Nikki Baby. What's going on with that, man? What happened?
And then the show really puts you a lot of pressure on the relationship. As far as if you guys are happy and you're together, it's like there's no drama in that. There's no ratings. So, of course, the writers are there to create drama. You know what I mean? It's not all fake drama, but they create it. So it's different. You know what I mean? And you might be in a good place with your girl today. You guys might go to dinner tonight and go to the movies and go home and, knock some boots. And then the next day you go on set and you see her on set and you're like, yo, we were just good last night. And
now she's acting crazy now for the cameras.
Now she's throwing dishes everywhere and, throwing flowers out and, doing the most. And it's like, wait a minute, what happened? And it's the way the show pushes you to be because people will do anything for episode. People will do anything for TV.
Right.
And that's not me. And that's why, I got lucky because I didn't want to do it again. And now I got my own show. I'm doing like a type of show like it's like the type of like For the Love of Molly type of stuff.
Oh, okay. So it'd be like For the Love. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
It's different though. We got, Black China coming on as my friend. Amber, is doing a finale. Scott Disick is doing an appearance.
I know Scott Disick is your boy.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's a good dude, man. He's a beast,
Yo, what is a night of partying with Scott Disick like? Because I know you've had many of those.
Man, just put it like this: don't make any other plans. Just stay. You staying there all night. You're not leaving. He don't let me leave till like the next day. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm his, party pal, his bodyguard, his friend.
All of the above.
All of the above. Because when he gets wild, it's like no stopping that boy. You know what I mean? But he's a good dude, man. He don't step on people's toes. People think he's out there like doing the most with females. He's really just about partying with his friends. You know what I mean? He's just about chilling, turning up. That's it.
We got to talk about your animals, man. I've known you for 5-6 years now. I've known you since you was in Vegas before anybody really knew who Molly Mo was.
You know all the the whole zoo at the house. The cheetahs, the lynx, everybody.
Yeah, my dude Molly Mo got a crib. It's like a compound in Vegas, which is famous at this point. Everybody kind of knows about it. So much stuff's gone down there. So much music's been recorded there. But you've had a reputation for having quite the zoo. Now, do you got cheetahs, you got timberwolves. I mean, the monkey.
The monkey movement is crazy.
I saw the first time I brought 2 Chainz to your house for the first time he ever went there. I remember we went there and 2 Chainz was tripping out because the monkey was beaten off, and it was to a Curious George DVD.
Yeah, it's funny because after that he had just turned a year. And after that, we had to make the decision to go snipe his.
You had to snipe it.
You had to snipe his,
to get him situated.
The bowling balls, you know what I mean?
And you bought a monkey for French and Bieber, right?
Yeah, 2 for Bieber because, he lost the first one. The first day I gave him the first one, we went to Germany.
How does he lose? Oh, he had to leave it in Germany, right?
We went to Germany together, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if he could take this, but he made me feel like, I could do anything.
I'm Justin Bieber. I could do whatever I want.
That's what he told me. And I looked at him, and I was like, this is Michael Jackson speaking right here. You know what I mean? So, like, okay.
He lost the monkey.
He could do anything. So as soon as we get through there, they let us pass through the border, and then they start chasing us like
because of the monkey.
Yeah, because it was him, really.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. They wanted to get him on something.
Yeah, he's so big that it's sad because when you're that big, people in high power places want to get that shine. Like one time we were coming back from Canada, and we're on the plane. It was smoking, chilling, doing our thing, and I get a call from my cousin in New York. He's like, yo, be careful when you guys land. I'm like, all right. So I go tell Biebs. And when we landed, they towed us in. Like the real federal marshals towed our plane in.
They towed the plane.
Yeah, and I right half an hour before I was like, yo, whatever you guys, you know,
Eat the weed.
eat the weed. You know what I'm saying? And everything was gone. By the time we landed, he was like, how'd you know? I was like, shit, man, I got a call. Like literally, like we were like in the air.
Yeah.
You know how before you land, and the mayor was already there,
Waiting.
waiting.
Rob Ford?
Press conferences ready. The media there.
Oh, that's
there.
crazy.
And you know that would have changed his life if they would have caught Bieber or something. Yeah. Like in the Bay originally, like around E40 Max Dre. So that right there tells you if you know anything about streets, my background as far as like I came on my own. Like my parents died when I was a real youngin. So,
Right.
You know my OG homie's like 40. You know 40 nicknamed me Sponge when I was like 16. You know, and he's like, you soak up so much game. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, Dre took me under. I learned a lot from him. Worked for him.
Mac Dre.
Yeah, Rick Rock Federation. You remember that?
Yeah, of
you know
course.
What I'm saying? And I got to Vegas like in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, like 19 years old, and started working in entertainment businesses. You know, as you know, Vegas is all entertainment. Like,
Of course.
like you said, girls, dances, all that.
Yep.
So you know, I invested money into. I met a playmate out there. And we just rocked together, and we started businesses, and we killed it. You know what I'm saying? And my main passion was always music. But as me and you know, there's a lot of talent out there. And if they don't have a 9-to-5 or a hustle or a way to support the music, they never might ever get heard. Period. You know, like
So you had your hustle that, you know, kind of.
Yeah, and that's how I facilitated things. You know, how about the mansions, and I got the animals. You know, I had a love for animals no matter what. But that's if it wasn't for the Maybachs and the studio and the cribbo and the monkeys and the cheetahs, the model would have probably never been recorded.
This is true.
You know, and the model is one of the
because Drake
biggest.
wants to see the house. Yo, I
Yeah.
hear everybody keeps hearing about the house.
Well, he came to see the house. We're walking to the studio, and he sees the biggest mural in my studio. Is
I
Mac
remember
Dre.
that,
He's
yep.
like, "What do you know about Mac Dre?" I'm like, "What do you know about Mac Dre?"
And then the model happens.
And we're in the studio, and he showed me what he knew, and I showed him what we put the the vibe together, and he killed that. And it was the biggest song, the most spun song on radio. I think
Yep.
Up in the Club is the most played in the first week ever in hip hop history.
That's
on the radio.
crazy.
And the model is the most played. Period. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like
crazy.
in the trillions of spins. You know what I'm saying?
My last question for you before we let you go is we gotta go to commercials. Tomorrow night, Club Sky, Two Pistols, Marley Marl's gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time. You don't have to don't give me a name because I've seen your roster of non-famous. My dude Marley Marl always got a bad one with him. Let's be clear. My dude has got a flawless roster. All right, but is Miss Nikki Baby the most famous chick that you've smashed?
No, not at all, man.
That's all I need to know. So,
I mean, let me just say this. Let me clarify this. When I met Miss Nikki, her parents had money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was planning on doing Love and Hip Hop with Masika the whole way through.
okay.
And me and Nikki we just took a break because she felt like, she came at me like, oh, you don't have enough time for me, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I'm going to say, okay, let it go.
Right.
You know, and then I found out she was at home sick, crying, going crazy. So I brought her back on the show, but I actually put her on the show, actually gave her lane. And that's part of the reason why I'm not with her because, you know what I mean? You know how we are, we're loyal. Yeah. So loyalty shouldn't be to an episode or a show. It should be to the person who built you up.
For sure.
But before anybody even, she came on the show, she only had 20, 30,000 followers, And girls these days.
You put her on.
Yeah, she got at 1.2 million. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of her, and it's all love, but I just rock different. But you know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for the show.
So essentially, we know that Marley
her.
Marl has banged some famous chicks that we don't know about.
I mean, I probably banged your famous chicks before they were famous, and you
There
got
you
babies
go.
with them now. So
All I know is I will read the book whenever you write it, Marl. You got to do the movie too, baby. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night. Club Sky, Marley Marl will be in town, man. We're coming back. I got J. Cole tickets coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. You don't want to go nowhere. I appreciate you.
I heard about you too. You got a couple famous ones under your belt, so I'm gonna keep it cool.
Lightweight famous, maybe Instagram famous. I don't know, nothing too famous.